Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in Encinitas. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Monday, June 8th. You'll be interested to know. 77 years ago, today, in 1949, George Orwell released his novel titled 1984, a stark, imaginative political fable that painted a vivid vision of surveillance and authoritarian control. The novel reshaped public understanding of privacy, language, and power, becoming a touchstone for debates about freedom and inspiring lasting cultural and political dialogue. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Monday in Encinitas. This morning it's looking clean, with waves at 2 to 4 feet coming in. Conditions shift to fair as the wind picks up slightly, reaching onshore at 5 miles per hour by 9 a.m. Expect choppy conditions to set in after 11 a.m., with wind increasing to 10 miles per hour. Best time to ride is at 7 a.m., with a 2-foot outgoing mid-tide, when the south-southwest swell is 2 feet at 14 seconds, and the onshore wind is 2 miles per hour. The first low tide on Monday will be 1 foot at 9:45 a.m., followed by a 4.5-foot high tide just before 5. The nearshore buoy at Beacons reads 68 degrees for the water temperature. Conditions start strong on Tuesday with clean waves at 4 to 6 plus feet and light winds. Wednesday sees a slight increase in size, reaching 6 to 8 feet, but conditions become choppy by midday. Thursday drops to 3 to 5 feet with fair conditions, offering a more manageable surf experience later in the day. This morning, it's mostly cloudy and it feels like 65 degrees with no wind. The sunset will take place at 7:58 and it will rise again tomorrow at 5:40. It looks like we're in for a mostly sunny day with temperatures reaching around 68, accompanied by a light southwest breeze, around 8 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 70. Tonight, expect mostly cloudy skies with a low of 61 and a calm wind around 4 miles per hour. Looking ahead in the weather. Tuesday will be mostly sunny with a high near 71 and a light west breeze up to 10 miles per hour, with patchy fog developing after 11 p.m. and a low near 64. Wednesday stays mostly sunny with a high near 71 and patchy fog in the morning, followed by highs near 72 on Thursday and near 74 on Friday with overnight lows in the mid to upper 60s. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, more than 300 pets have found their forever homes thanks to the San Diego Humane Society's Adopt a Pet Day waiving fees. On this special day, 338 pets were adopted at the Humane Society's campuses in San Diego, El Cajon, Escondido, and Oceanside. Humane Society's spokeswoman, Mina Thompson, emphasized that while we celebrate today's success, our mission continues, with more than 500 animals still awaiting their second chance. Every adoption included important services such as spay/neuter surgery, current vaccinations, and a free veterinary exam. Dr. Gary Weitzman, president and CEO, stated that waiving adoption fees for a day can transform hundreds of lives. Now on to sports. The New York Knicks will look to put the San Antonio Spurs on the brink of elimination when they battle in Game 3 of the NBA Finals 2026 on Monday night. New York grabbed a commanding 2-0 series lead with a 105-104 victory on Friday. Tip-off from Madison Square Garden in New York City is set for 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The Knicks are a 2.5-point favorite, with the over/under for total points scored set at 216.5. The Sportsline projection model, after simulating the matchup 10,000 times, is predicting the under on total points scored. The model projects the Spurs will score a total of 214 points combined. In local sports, the Padres are looking to stop the bleeding tonight at Petco Park. San Diego dropped yesterday's rubber match to the Mets 7-3, falling to 33-31 on the season. It's been brutal lately, just 2 wins in their last 10 games, including 4 straight losses. Freddie Fermin provided the only bright spot with a home run and 3 RBIs, but it wasn't enough as Randy Vasquez took the loss. Tonight brings a chance to regroup against Cincinnati. Walker Buehler takes the mound for the Friars against the Reds' Andrew Abbott, with first pitch at 6:40. This is a 3-game series where San Diego can build some momentum at home. Petco has always been a fortress for these guys, and they've got the talent to turn this around. They just need to start tonight. The Reds come in with their own challenges, so this is a winnable matchup to get back on track before heading deeper into June. In top news, a magnitude 7.8 earthquake rocks the southern Philippines, causing damage and 1-meter tsunami waves. The quake struck at 7:37 a.m., centered at sea about 13 kilometers southwest of General Santos. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. urged people to evacuate to higher ground, as tsunami warnings were issued for coastal areas in Indonesia and Malaysia. There were no immediate reports of casualties, but some buildings collapsed in General Santos. Tsunami waves up to 3 meters were possible on some coasts of the Philippines. Aftershocks of up to magnitude 6.5 followed. In business news, Bitcoin is cratering, but a new Wall Street crypto hype is on the rise. In a small corner of the crypto market, investors are rushing in instead of heading for the exits. So-called HYP exchange-traded funds are attracting new assets at a time when leading cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin and Ether, are declining. Since their launch, these products have raised close to $150 million and have mostly experienced positive inflow days. This market is only 1% penetrated into its potential, according to Matt Hoogan, Chief Investment Officer at Bitwise. Hyperliquid, a decentralized perpetual futures exchange, has quickly caught attention as a new asset class. Investors are drawn to its revenue model, where 99% of fees generated are used to buy back IP. As of Friday, the Grayscale Hyperliquid staking ETFs had $4.5 million in assets. Experts believe that as awareness grows, these funds could accelerate mainstream adoption. However, competition remains high, and the platform is still unavailable in the United States. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is up 0.5% over the weekend to $63,000. Ethereum is down 3% to just under $1,700. And XRP is up 1% to $1.15. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. NASA will wear high-tech Prada long johns to the moon. The liquid cooling and ventilation garment, known as LCVG, will be worn underneath the Axiom Extravehicular Mobility Unit spacesuit during the Artemis 4th mission in 2028. This base layer will provide cooling and comfort to astronauts, circulating cold water through embedded tubes to whisk heat away from their bodies. Unlike older cooling suits, the LCVG features a backup system. Additionally, it houses a ventilation system that supplies fresh oxygen and directs exhaled carbon dioxide for recirculation. This collaboration continues NASA's tradition of blending high-tech materials with high-fashion design. And in entertainment news, John Lithgow is only getting better with age. With his latest Tony Awards win for actor in a play for Giant, Lithgow, 80, became the oldest man ever to win a competitive acting Tony. The record was previously held by Roy Dotrice at 77. Lithgow also opened the longest gap between competitive acting Tony wins in the awards history at 53 years. His first came in 1973, surpassing Angela Lansbury's previous mark of 43 years. The victory puts Lithgow in a rare club of 4 performers. Lithgow expressed gratitude, stating, "I'm such a lucky actor." Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American novelist and short story writer S. Scott Fitzgerald. And he said, "The test of a first-rate intelligence is the ability to hold 2 opposed ideas in mind at the same time and still retain the ability to function." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings in Encinitas.